Now, where a market is likely to turn, there's a few different perspectives and many more besides that. A couple that I'm highlighting here today. One is simply based on support and resistance conveyed by price, in particular price congestion. And we've likely all of us have heard how obviously support can eventually become resistance, resistance can eventually be treated as support, and how we can find those locations, those potential future turning points by looking at where either a big move took place or where simply a lot of congestion took place, where the market was evenly matched, the bids and the ask size, the consumption, the rate of consumption, all of those things were evenly matched, and so the market might trade sideways for quite some time. And that activity where a lot of transactions took place is a very, in the future, a very likely place to find the market will react again. It's not always the case, and that's where order flow can be extremely helpful. Like that was the issue when I was having that conversation with my my mentor at the time. You know, I was talking about, well, how come I find this great market profile level and then it blows right through it? And I was frustrated losing money taking trades at a level that was quote unquote supposed to hold or supposed to garner a response, and it just simply didn't in certain cases. And you probably found that in whichever whichever approach you use, whether it's a moving average based support or any of the other combinations out there. You know, sometimes they hold beautifully and you can look back and you can say, oh my word, there's a half a dozen places where if I'd have gotten in there and gotten out here, you know, there's all kinds of money to be made. So that's where coupling excellent or even just basic, where coupling basic turning points with an order flow clarifier, with an aid that will help determine in real time whether or not the bid and the ask are cooperating with the premise of your trade. And by that I simply mean if you're viewing it as support, you can have the order flow tool that we offer, Fill Finder. It will look for a situation where the order flow is favorable for the market to lift, and trade it if it's there and not trade it if it's not there. But so we want to be able to locate where a market's likely to turn. You can do it with price-based support and resistance. It is repetitive, which makes it very useful. You can look at, and as you notice on this chart, you don't see a symbol. It could be any market. You don't see a price scale. You don't see a time. It's repetitive across all markets. And so it's highly useful when coupled with an order flow clarifier.